Hello and welcome to my video presentation for the Open Software Lab. I decided to create an offline voice assistant like it is known from Amazon's Alexa or Apple Siri. The difference is I wanted to do this offline because this is better in terms of data security because all the data stays on the Raspberry Pi. Here you can see my GitHub page where you can find all the source code and further information. And yeah, let's move on. Here is my README file where I explained everything. So first some general information, and then here are the requests I implemented. So I can request the time, the date, and the outside temperature with these commands. Yes, this is useful for daily tasks you want to ask with voice commands, and a future extension would be to switch a room's light or something like that. And since the basic implementations are done now, it's really easy to extend this. Then I explained how I get started and something about the architecture. So I use rhasspy as a voice assistant. And in addition to rhasspy, I use Node-RED to handle the intents rhasspy sent me with a JavaScript object. Yes, then here is how to install everything. I created a shell script to get started easier. And here are some settings you have to do in rhasspy. And with these settings, I got the best results. And here are the sentences and the code that you have to implement in rhasspy. So let's have a look at rhasspy. This is rhasspy. You can access rhasspy via this port. And yes, this is the interface, and here are the settings I did, and here are the commands I implemented. Okay, then the other thing is Node-RED. Node-RED is a really convenient way to program with some graphical support. So here you can see these are WebSockets which are connected to rhasspy and send the intent, so the JavaScript objects, and then I can do something with this. So for example, here time and date request, I used a function node where I can implement JavaScript code, and I can create some output which I can send again back to rhasspy and let it be spoken on the speaker. Right, that's it. So let's try this. Actually, I don't have a microphone for my Raspberry Pi. That's why I implemented a website with a microphone, so I can use the microphone from my laptop. Okay, so tell me the time.
I didn't understand you.
Okay, that's also an important result. So when the system don't understand, or the command is not implemented, then the answer is I didn't understand you. But let's try it again. Tell me the date.
Today is the 8th of June, 2022.
Tell me the time.
It's 13:01 p.m.
How cold is it?
The outside temperature is 14.8 degrees Celsius.
Okay, actually my first location was a bit too noisy, but then I changed and then everything was working properly. And I didn't mention that all the software I used is open source, so that really everybody can implement this on themselves. And I think that's pretty nice. And thank you for your attention. Goodbye.